Welcome to Quality Silent Films, where the movies may be silent, but the stories behind them are anything but. Here, we don't just hit play on a century-old film reel, we uncover the hidden tales, juicy production gossip, star-studded scandals, and the critical opinions from the 1910s and 20s. Believe it or not, they had critics back then too, and they could be quite the curmudgeons. These films might lack sound, but they have so much to say about the world that created them, the people who brought them to life, and the art of storytelling without uttering a single word. So, grab your favorite drink, whether it's tea, coffee, or even a little bathtub gin, no judgment here, and get ready for a delightful journey into the early, experimental, and often utterly charming days of cinema. Let's fire up the projector and travel back 100 years, and don't worry, no flapper dress is necessary. As we present another silent era treasure, complete with all the insights, fun facts, and excitement it truly deserves. Tonight, we're thrilled to invite you into the delightful, chaotic world of A Thrilling Romance, a film that delivers exactly what its title suggests: it thrills, it romances, and yes, it might just send someone tumbling off a bicycle. Released in 1926, this treasure was directed by Jess Robbins, who made a name for himself alongside a certain mustachioed British icon named Chaplin. In this film, Robbins showcases his knack for visual humor and impeccable timing in a screwball narrative that races through love, danger, and just the right touch of dramatic eyebrow acting. Featuring the lively Wanda Wiley, the charming Earl McCarthy, and the ever-reliable Joe Bonner, this film captures the vibrant spirit of the late silent era, a time when stunts were genuine, costumes were sharp, and emotions were playfully exaggerated. While we won't give anything away, prepare for a whirlwind of mistaken identities, daring adventures, and a heroine who takes charge instead of waiting for a man to save the day. Beneath the slapstick humor lies a surprisingly modern vibe, bold, spirited, and just a tad rebellious. So, kick back, silence your phones, or your gramophones, and let the flicker of a thrilling romance whisk you away to a world where love triumphs over chaos and always looks fabulous while doing it. And there you have it, a thrilling romance, served up with a mix of danger, a sprinkle of slapstick, and a generous dose of 1920s charm. You can almost catch a whiff of hair pomade and hear the distant honk of a Model T. Now, let's shine a light on the man behind the megaphone, Jess Robbins. Before this film, Robbins made a name for himself by directing Charlie Chaplin's very first screen appearance at Keystone in 1914. While he didn't bask in the limelight like Chaplin, Robbins built a solid reputation as a go-to director for fast-paced comedies, often collaborating with rising stars and some who were fading just as quickly. A thrilling romance came toward the end of his career, but it really highlights his talent for physical comedy and keeping the story moving. At the center of the film is Wanda Wiley, a comedic force with a fearless spirit. Wiley gained recognition in a series of short films during the mid-1920s, often performing her own stunts, including one notorious leap from a moving car that resulted in a broken ankle and a lifelong limp, which she humorously claimed gave her more screen presence. Teaming up with Earl McCarthy, a matinee idol with a chiseled jaw and a fondness for banana peels, the pair shares a surprisingly lively chemistry. And then there's Joe Bonner, the ever-reliable sidekick, who adds just enough weight to keep the plot from veering completely off course. A thrilling romance was filmed on location in Southern California, with several scenes shot along the dusty outskirts of Culver City back when it had more tumbleweeds than traffic lights. The film utilized a new hand-cranked dolly system that allowed Robbins to track the action more smoothly, a small innovation that gave this comedy a breezier, more contemporary vibe compared to its contemporaries. In 1926, this film made a modest splash, earning praise from Motion Picture News for its sprightly performances and well-timed laughs. While it may have slipped from the public's memory during the sound era, it experienced a revival in the 1970s when a worn-out print was discovered in a Wisconsin archive and lovingly restored by the UCLA Film and Television Archive. And here's a fun tidbit: the thrilling rope swing scene over the river wasn't done by a stunt double but by Wiley herself, all while relying on a safety net made of hay bales and a healthy dose of optimism. Beneath the slapstick and humor, a thrilling romance captures the spirit of its time, the mid-1920s, an era when films were faster, freer, and brimming with the buoyant confidence of a generation that hadn't yet encountered the term depression. We appreciate you tuning in to this silent film classic from cinema's golden age. Be sure you are subscribed to Quality Silent Films for more great silent entertainment. We hope you enjoyed the film today and will return soon for another gem from the silent film era. This channel, Quality Silent Films, features full-length silent classics along with biographies, historical context, production insights, and cultural significance. Each film comes with a brief introduction and analysis to help bring the silent era to life for today's viewers. But stay put after the film for a more in-depth exploration of the film, the cast, production information, and background details. See you again soon.